League 2 action. The Forest Green Rovers, aka the Vegans, lead the charge. But can anyone stop them? I've got a cold. We'll talk about it next. Today we look forward to match number 13, aka over in League 2, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button, get your bang out today. With all things League 2 related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one Rooski. Yes, I'm under the weather. Hence why these are a little bit late, but they're there on my deathbed, or at least on my snot bed. We're trying to get the predictions for match number 13 to you right here, right now. Of course, we'll take a look at those in a minute. Big shout out to my VRPs. They are the Patreons. Yes, cold or no cold, we keep on soldiering on. So let's get into it. Match number 13, which starts tomorrow. I think it ends tomorrow. So all games taking place on Tuesday. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's take a look at the games that take place this weekend. Bradford City took on Bristol Rovers. It ended up all square. 2-2 in the end. 2-1 for me. Carlisle did lose to Tranmere. Called it. Boys absolutely called it. Colchester United. They actually beat Harrogate 1-0 on that night there on that day. Colchester United, whatever. My head is full of it. Crawley beat. No, they didn't. Sutton United beat Crawley. Exeter City drew with Newport County 2-2. Leyton Orient drew with Walsall 0-0 on the night. Meanwhile, Northampton Town 2-0 winners over Mansfield, who are in a bit of trouble there. Oldham though, another win for them, 3-0 over Stevenage. Port Vale beat Barrow 3-1 out with a 3-2, not too shabby on that one. Salford did beat Hartlepool 2-0, a big win for them. Of course, then Vegans did beat Scunthorpe. It was top, it was versus bottom, and of course at the bottom they're 2-2, Swindon Town versus Rochdale. I don't even want to look at mine because they were absolutely shocking. Let's take a look at the table as it stands. The Vegans lead the charge 4 points clear over Harrogate Town. Of course, Port Vale up to 3rd, looking good right now, as are Tranmere. Sutton up to 5th. The dream keeps on going. Swindon Town up to 6th, and later on still in the playoffs as well. Scunthorpe are down and rooted to the foot of the table. To make the surge up to 21st. I was been told by at least one Oldham fan that they should be bouncing back now to kicking on forward. Anyway, let's take a look at the table. The prediction league, here it is for this week and this week alone. Frankie Varner gets himself 9. Even Hussein's up there with Jim Watt and of course Conor Medley. Of course, big shout out to those guys, Patreons as well. Big shout out to them, as is Russell Frost in there. In the thick of things, let's take a look at the next round, or the overall grand scheme of things for League 2. Luke LTFC is the man at the moment, 57 points on the board. Alex Wells 56. Luke, the other Luke, is up there with 50 bloody 4. Jakob Jackson and Conor Medley make up the power 5. That's the situation there. They've got 2 gaming Charlies here. Now, if I were to add both of those up, they would be 40, 58. So he could actually be the winner at the moment. So I do need to clean that up. So we might have a dispute. We might have a bit of a squabble on our hands here. But I do believe Gaming Charlie is the actual leader in that one. But again, we'll investigate that midweek. But anyway, Luke, for the time being, you are the supposed leader. So keep on going. Again, if you want to get involved, get the prediction league, cut.league/League 2. It is free to enter. There's stuff at the end of it once I got my shit together. But anyway, let's plough on. Match number 13. We're going to kick it off with Bada. Then we take it on Scunthorpe United. Now, you would participate. Oh, I did. Anticipate Barrow to struggle this one. But of course, Scunthorpe are your strugglers at the moment. They're coming into this match to go play each other three times. Barrow, just 1 win for Scunthorpe, and no draws. Of course, the biggest win was a 1-0 win. The biggest win was a 2-1 win. Coming at you, Barrow without a win in 3. Meanwhile, Scunthorpe without a win in at least 6. 5 defeats on the spin for them. Last time they played each other in Barrows in the EFL Cup this season back in August. Was a 1-0 win for Barrow. They also played each other last season in Barrow, and it was a 1-0 win as well. So back-to-back home wins, back-to-back clean sheets against Scunthorpe for Barrow. They come just on the back of that loss against Port Vale. Scunthorpe did lose to the Vegans, of course, and they'll be looking forward to maybe getting something out of this game. Anyway, the situation at the table for these two sides. What is it? 13th place Barrow against 24th place Scunthorpe. The 43 on is your Barrow, 41 is your long shots. That's Scunthorpe, and 52 is your draw. I'm going to go with Barrow to take this one. Scunthorpe looks shite. and they could actually get relegated. Kicking off forward is Bradford up against Hartlepool. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Of course, you would call these both playoff contenders. Played each other 8 times, 2004, 5 was for Hartlepool, 2 was for Bradford, and 1 draw. Of course, Bradford just 1 win and 6 for them. Hartlepool 2 wins and 2 defeats in the past 4 games, 50% form compared to Bradford's 42. The biggest win for Hartlepool over Bradford, 5-0 win. The biggest win was a 2-0 win. Last time they played each other in Bradford, in Vale Parade, was in League One, would you believe it? Back in 2005, 26th of November it was. 1-0 win, Hartlepool on the day. Of course, Bradford come just back of that draw against Bristol Rovers. Hartlepool did lose to Salford last time around. Look at the odds on this one. Even Stevenage, Bradford 5-2 draw. And then the Porsche away win. That's Hartlepool. 2-0 win though for Bradford at home. Hopefully they get some a bigger win. They're currently, where are they? 10th against 11th. So these two sides both mid-table at the moment, but in that discussion anyway for the playoffs. Next, of course, Colchester United taking on Bristol Rovers. Played each other 6 times. 2008, 3 was Colchester, 2 for Bristol Rovers, and 1 draw. Big spin for Colchester, 2-1 win. Big spin the other way is a 3-2 win. Colchester, 2 defeats in the past 5 games for them. Meanwhile, 2 wins in the past. What are we looking at? They both come into identical kind of form here, 42% form, both winning 2 of the last 6, both losing 3 of the last 6 as well. Coming at you though, last time in Colchester was a 2-1 win for Colchester in League One way back in May 2011. Colchester did beat Harrogate last round. Bradford picked up a draw against Bristol Rovers. Odds on this one. What do we got on this? Where do we have on this? Where is it taking place? It's taking place at Colchester. 7-5 is the odds for the host, 2-1 is your away win, and 12-5 is your draw. I'm back in the away team on this one. I just think they've got enough in the tank to get up on there. Of course, it is Bristol Rovers in 16th, Colchester are in 19th. Crawley Town will entertain Exeter City. That's right. Crawley Town, where are you? Allegedly, there they are. Of course, locking horns this coming Tuesday as well. Next up, we have Crawley Town up against Exeter City. Of course, these two have played 20 times since 2004. 4 wins for Crawley, 10 wins for Exeter, and 6 draws. The biggest win for Crawley over Exeter, 2-0 win. The biggest win was a 4-0 win. Crawley coming to just 1 win in 4 games. As for Exeter, unbeaten in the last 6, picking up 2 wins though, 4 draws. They've actually just won once in the past 5. The rest have been draws. Looking at this one, of course, the situation over the last time around, I mean, Crawley was a 2-0 win for Crawley. That was in League 2, February 2021, that bad boy. Of course, Crawley did lose to Sutton United last time around. I mean, Exeter picked up a draw against Newport County. Crawley coming to this one, score 7-4 for the 23 return draw, 8-5 is your away win. That's Exeter, and that's where I'm going with the 1-0 win for the Exeter City, the away team, taking away the points. Next, of course, Harrogate Town against Tranmere. Again, 2nd versus 3rd or something like that in the table. These two have played each other 3 times since 2022. Was for Tranmere, 1 for Harrogate. No draws, of course. Biggest win for Harrogate says a 9-8 here. Must be a penalty win. A 3-2 win was the biggest win for Tranmere. They're coming to this 5 wins in the past 6 games. Tranmere 92% up against Harrogate's just 1 defeat in the past 6 for them. In fact, just 1 defeat in the past 4. Or 1 loss on the past 4 for the winning the rest of the 3. They did play each other last time around in Harrogate. It was a 1-0 win for Tranmere. So they actually been back-to-back wins for Tranmere last season. Of course, Harrogate did lose to Colchester. Meanwhile, Tranmere also beat Carlisle last round. It is 2nd versus 4th. Harrogate in 2nd, Tranmere versus 4th. 5-4, Harrogate 23-10 is your draw. Your away win. 9-4 is your draw. Tight, right down the middle, 2-2, cannot separate the 2 sides. Next up, we've got Leyton Orient taking on Forest Green Rovers. Of course, taking place over at Brisbane Road. Played 4 times in 2019, 3 wins for the Vegans, 1 win for the Orient, and no draws. Of course, Leyton Orient just 1 defeat in the past 6 games. Leyton Orient, Forest Green also 1 defeat in the last 6 games. However, 58% fall for Leyton Orient, 75% fall for Forest Green. They've actually won the 3 of the last 4, whereas Leyton Orient just won 1 in 5. Drawing a lot of games at the moment. Last time I played at Brisbane Rovers, a 1-0 win for the Vegans. That was, of course, back in January 2021. Leyton Orient did draw with Walsall. The Vegans did pick up a win against Scunthorpe. Odds on this one, 30-20 is your Leyton Orient, 50-8 is your Vegans, 94 is your draw. I've gone with the draw myself on this one. And again, just like the other game, cannot separate the 2 sides. Can you? Let me know your picks down below. Mansfield Town up against Port Vale. Of course, Mansfield are struggling with Cloughie at the charge against Port Vale and Darryl Clark. These 2 sides played each other 12 times since 2002. 5 wins for Mansfield, 4 for Port Vale, and 3 draws. Big win for Mansfield, 4-0 win. The big win was a 6-4 win. Port Vale just 1 defeat the past 6 games, winning 5 of the rest, 8-3-7-4 for them. As for Mansfield, 6 games without a win at least. It could be more than that. It says Mansfield haven't won their last 12 games. Shit the bed. Of course, coming into some last time in Mansfield was a 4-0 win for Mansfield. That was back in January 2021. Look at the situation. Of course, they did play Northampton last time and they lost. Prior to that, it's actually been back-to-back games without scoring a goal for Mansfield. As for Port Vale, picking up a 3-1 winning over Barrow last time out. Of course, look at the odds on this one. We got 50-8 is your Mansfield, 64 is your Port Vale, and 94 is your draw. I'm gone with the way win on this one. Port Vale takes to the house. Next up, of course, Newport County. They're going to be entertaining played in Carlisle, that's right, played each other 14 times since 2014. 7 wins for Newport County, 4 for Carlisle, 3 draws. Biggest win for either sides, 2-0 win. Of course, Newport County came in, there's just 1 win in 5 for them, 50% form. Meanwhile, 1 win in 6 for Carlisle, 25% form. They've actually lost 4 of the last 5. And the other one was a win. Of course, last time around over in Newport County was a 0-0 draw back in April 2021. What are we looking at this one? Of course, Newport coming to the back of that draw against Exeter. Carlisle did lose to Tranmere. It's actually been 3 games without scoring a goal for Carlisle. Absolute shit show for them at the moment. Look at the odds on this one. We have to 11-10 on is your Newport County, 30-5 is your away win, and then we got 23-10 is your draw. I'm going to go with 2-1 for Newport County on this badger to take it to the house. That is correct. Moving on, Northampton Town against Stevenage. Let's take a look at this badger then, shall we? Of course, played 13 times 2005. 10 wins for Northampton, 1 for Stevenage, and 2 draws. Biggest win for Northampton, 4-2 win. The biggest win was a 2-1 win. Northampton have actually just won once in the past 6 games up against Stevenage, who lost just once in the past 5. 50% form for Stevenage, up against 33% form for Northampton. Last time I played that in league action was a 1-0 win for Northampton back in New Year's Day 2020. 1-0 win it was. They've actually back-to-back wins for Northampton over Stevenage in the league and haven't conceded a goal in the last 2 games in the league. Northampton did beat Mansfield 2-0 last time around. Of course, Oldham beat Stevenage last time around 3-0, which was a bit of a surprise. 23-20 is your Northampton, 23-10 is your Stevenage, and 52 is your draw. I'm going with a 1-0 win for the Northants to take it to the house. Next, we have Oldham, who are on the surge maybe at the moment, up against Walsall, that's right. Played 30 times since 2004, 14 wins for Oldham, 9 for Walsall, and 7 draws. Biggest win either of the 2 sides, 3-0 win over each other. Of course, Oldham just 1 win though, still out of the last 4 games. Meanwhile, Walsall unbeaten the last 4 games, but got 2 wins and 2 draws. 50% form for Walsall, 42% form for Oldham. Coming at you, let's have a look at this one. Last time I played at Boundary Park was a 3-2 win for Walsall. That's back in December 2020. Of course, Oldham did beat Stevenage last time around. Walsall picked up a draw against Leyton Orient. Oldham have actually got back-to-back clean sheets so far, heading into this one. 7-5 is the odds for them, 23-10 is draw. 2-1 is your Walsall on this. I've actually gone with Oldham to win this one, so it's a bit of a shock. I'm going to go with it anyway. Into the final 2, we have Salford up against Rochdale in Northwest Crunch Clash. These 2 sides play each other according to my eyes. Just the 1 time since 2020. Of course, it was a 1 win for Salford. Of course, there was a 2-1 win we'll talk about in a minute. Of course, Salford coming to this, just 2 defeats in the past 5 games. Meanwhile, Rochdale without a win in 6. 5 defeats out of the past 6 at least. It says here Rochdale haven't won the last 7. They haven't won any in the last 5 away. Goodness gracious me. But that 2-1 win goes in favour of Salford. That was back in the EFL Trophy last season in Scotland on that one. Meanwhile, Salford coming to this on the back of that win over Hartlepool. Rochdale picking up a 2-2 draw against Swindon. 11-10 is your Salford. 5-2 is your Rochdale. And 25 is your draw. I'm going to go with a win for Salford on this one. Rochdale look like shite. And then finally we have Sutton United, who are flying high, Swindon, who are also flying high. And they never played each other. Of course, this will be the first time. Coming at just Swindon winning 5 of the bouts, 83% form. Up against Swindon, who unbeaten the last 6, of course, at the very least, winning 3 of the last 4, picking up a lot of draws along the way though. Of course, Swindon coming to the back of that 2-2 draw against Rochdale. Of course, Sutton back-to-back clean sheets. In fact, 3 clean sheets in the past 4. Four clean sheets in the past 5 games for Sutton United. Their only blip was a 4-3 win against Vale. Look at the odds on this one. Sutton United 23-10 is your Swindon, and 23-10 is also your draw. Tight could go either way. I'm going with the 1-1 draw on this one, and that's my picks, boys. Be sure to get your picks in nice and early for this using the code CutLeague4/League2. I've got a cold, but hopefully I'll be bounce back in midweek. But until then, give it some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check the links down below. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. And also, if you want to support the channel in another way, check out the link down below for patreon.com/Roseseats. But until then, we are done zoned.